temperature is increasing. It's now 97 Fahrenheit.
Turn that off. Why isn't none of my stuff working here? One second. Alright. Hello. Welcome to the BNR Cup Series. I mean, Xfinity Series, not the Cup Series. Sorry about that. Why is all this stuff being silly? So it's giving me problems here now. There we go. Now we're good. Alright. Here we go. Alright. You see here, Xfinity Series at Dover. Concrete surface, slick all the way around. I'm gonna go over a little race info here. Oh wait, I forgot to. So as you see here, track temp, 97 degrees. Weather outside is 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 53% humidity, partly cloudy, 1 mile per hour wind. They do have 50% fuel, 7 sets of tires, 115 laps, 115 miles, that is, it's a mile track. Quick fix is 1, 3 green, white, it's probably 2. Last week's winner is Jacob. Could anybody put a stop to Mr. Carter tonight? Excuse me. A little bit under the weather here. Not sure how many they have. I got 21. Nice little average size here. As you see here, it's through victory lane there. Very slick on restarts. It is going to be a wild one here. But give me 1 second. Alright. Might as well get ready to go over the starting grid here. So starting P1 will be Brandon Moore. P2 will be Zach Rongich. P3 will be Joe Stipe. P4 will be John Held. P5 will be Philip Bridgman. P6 will be Skylar Sixton. P7 will be John Wimbish. P8 will be Jaden Sanchez. P9 will be Tyler Myers. P10 will be Ernest King. P11 will be Randy Cochin. P12 will be Josh Small. P13 will be Brandon LaHillier. P14 will be Tommy Haynes. P15 will be Jonathan Alton. P16 will be Chris Schaefer. 17 will be Kyle Heath. 18 will be Jacob Carter. P19 will be James Selner. P20 will be Duran Garber. And P21 will be Robert Amaro. Wonderful slick track out here. And the pace car pulls off. We got Brandon Moore and Zachary Rongich as they get ready to take the green. And they're off. Take lap 1. As they come side by side. As they come here to complete lap 1. 88 and a 9. Just like that. It is going to get tight off of there. Especially in that turn. As Brandon Moore has almost a second lead over second place. You see here they come to complete lap 3. Philip Bridgman there in the 5. Look at paint scheme. Yeah, that turn 2 wall will come out eventually and bite these boys in the rear end. It is very slick. As Philip Bridgman continues to stay behind Skylar Sixton there. Tyler Myers there. Trying to get that run into the 5. But patience is a key here. For Miles the Munster, we'll see who he swallows and who he spits back out and how many go with him here tonight. The other thing tricky is pit road. Pit road speed is 35. So they're roughly going like 165, 170 going into turn 3. And then they got to get back all the way down on the brakes there to slow down and make sure they hit pit road and don't get caught speeding. So that's going to be the other thing there. See there, the 17 looks to make the pass on Ernest as the 17 gets a little tight. And Ernest says, all right, buddy, go ahead. You can go. Go ahead and give that. That wind going down into the Ally turn, as I'm going to call it. Because it's the Ally bridge there, so we'll call that the Ally turn. That'll be the whole nother world there. With Philip there, and that. Oh, there's the caution. So you see here, it looks like side by side. Trying to see a good view here. Whoa, I don't know if that's going to be it, but we'll see. There you go. James Selner up in that turn 2. Oh man. Oh! There's the blowover. That's what we're talking about. That turn 2 wall there comes out and, oh yeah, it nips you. You can see what I'm talking about here. Right here as they go into 1. It is very tight out there. You think you got it. That's that wall, which bounces off. And boom. Very unfortunate for James there with that wall. It just pulls you back out and boom. Unfortunately, Kyle was right there, so quick fix her up and get back out there. That's the only thing I can say here. As they completed 10 out of 115 laps. Skylar Sixton stayed out, I do believe. So I want to say the top 5 stayed out. Not sure if they did, but I was reviewing the replay here. But 11 of 115 is complete. Sixton, Myers, Wimbish, Haynes, LaHillier, Moore, Sanchez, Held, Stipe, and King is your top 10. By the way, we'll get a close-up of this car because it just looks great. Try to find a better view here. There you go. The Bret Hart machine there. The 6 of Brandon LaHillier. And the pace car is off. Skylar Sixton will lead the field to green. As they hit the Geico restart zone. There we go. Restarts can be tricky, as we saw. As Joe Stipe and John Held duking it out here. It's 11th and 12th. Brandon LaHillier there in the 6. Randy Koken back here behind the 13. Big checkup from Randy. As they come into the Ally turn here. With Joe Stipe in that 13 Summit Ford. Oh, we got Schaefer's in the pits. Wonder if all those boys were caught speeding. That's the thing with pit road, is a little tricky. They'll find a way to nip you in the fanny one way or the other. I've been known for that plenty of times. Oh man. Oh man. And there it is. Who was that? That's the thing with all the check. Oh man. Oh my god. We see here 88 hit the wall coming off. Kyle Heath couldn't get out the way. Phillip tried to avoid. And boom. That is Miles the Munster. that is what he does. Eats these cars up and spits them back out. So that is very unfortunate for Mr. Heath. I do believe it'll probably be an early exit for him. I would assume pit road is busy. So, like I said, that'll be a little tricky here. Jaden Sanchez stays out. Ernest King. Jacob Carter. See if we can get... And there's BNR Racing Network Toyota there. In the back of his car there, he's got little Patrick there. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. See his little friend there, Patrick. Rocking the BNR Toyota. On board. See what it's like from the fans' view here. Been to Dover, you see everything. Dover's a very good track. If I recommend it, that's one of the tracks that I will go to next year. You just see everything here, no matter where you sit. It's a very good track. Unfortunately, Jaden in the 2, the Tax Slayer 2. And then Ernest King will be on the outside. The 23 will get his wave around. So as they pace around, how are all the fans at home doing tonight on this lovely Thursday evening? Like I said, 23 will get his wave around. I'll put Jaden, Ernest, Carter, Smalls, the Hillier, Held, Stipe, Koken, Sixton, Alton. I do believe Schellner is back on the lead lap. As I get ready to go side by side here. Jaden Sanchez is going to lead the field back to green. As they hit the Geico restart zone there. Oh! Wow. That's that tire spin, ladies and gentlemen. That will bite everybody. But Hell did a great job of not hitting anybody. Oh, they are getting close to that turn 3-4 wall, bull. You can see here, wrong itch, being gentle, trying to maneuver his way through the field. Tyler Myers there in the 1, looking to maintain that. There you go. But John Held looking to get to the back of the 13 as they come out of turns 4. And that LIX, I do believe that's what that is. I could be wrong, my apologies. Like I said, unfortunately, early night for Kyle Heath. Exits tonight. Unfortunately, not where you want it to be. But tomorrow we are off. SRU is off for about another week. So we won't kick back up with them for another 2 weeks. And Saturday, these boys come back to take on the New Atlanta Super Speedway in the Cup Series. That ought to be a doozy. Oh, man. As these boys duke it out back here for 8th, 9th, and 10th on back. Sorry, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the way back. Single file. Turning their laps, getting their laps in. These boys are racing a little extra tonight because they do realize there is only 2 races left before the playoffs. But next week, Xfinity Series is at... They'll be at Kentucky. So these boys would take on Kentucky and then Talladega. So, see here, side by side, coming out of 2, great maneuver by John Held to get by Tyler Myers there. The 17, the 1, the 12, the 88. As they come off turn 4, start finish going into turn 1. As these boys still stay single file. Tyler Myers looking to go to the inside of John Held. Oh, as the 13 gets into the wall there. A good save by Joe. Good save, Joe. There you go. Keep her going. That's how you keep her in the wall. To avoid any friction there. But John Held looking to run down the 17. No, that can't be. The 21 of Haynes. That wouldn't sound right. 17 chasing the 17. You see here the 88 of Zach Rongage creeping up on the back of the 12. Tyler Myers up on the back end of that 6 of the Bret Hart Chevy Camaro. There, but Zachary Rongage looking the... Oh, there it is. There is the caution. Poor Brandon was having a great run. The 1 gave him a bump, upset at the back of that 6 machine there, and unfortunately, they both kept her down, out of the way. Didn't take nobody with them. So that one I would say will be Tyler Myers' fault. Let's see here. So this all that. Roughing him up. In the back of that 6 machine. He says, excuse me. Go ahead and see if we get a better view. See, they're going into 1 and 2. Boom. An unfortunate event for the 6, Brandon LaHillier. I do believe he does have a quick fix, so he should be okay. Same thing with Myers. I believe he's alright. Jacob Carter is your leader. And that BNR 20 machine. See if we can talk to Jacob. Carter.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Oh, I see you made your way back to the front again.
Not meaning to, but yeah. I guess I did. Ernest,
Well, I
Ernest
mean,
can't get tires under it, so he was like, just go. I was like, I can't do anything, so.
well, the front's where you want to be here. A little rough back there when they start all getting discombobulated back there. It seems like that Toyota's a little on rails and clean air. I don't know, you really haven't been leader yet. But looks like you're doing all right here. How's that card
Yeah.
feel? And well, I mean, you do got 4 wins, so I mean,
It feels, like you said, on rails, but like I said, I'm not trying to push the limits of it, so. All these guys are probably going to fly by me when the green starts on turn 1 and 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. But, that's the strategy I'm going with, is just save my tires, and wherever I end up, I'm going to end up. So I don't need a win, but if we get a win, sure, go. I'll take it.
yeah, well, you still got the Goodyear signs on your tires, so you must be doing something right.
Maybe.
Yeah, I do believe you're coming back green here.
Yes, sir.
All right, there, Chief. Good luck.
I appreciate it.
All right, you heard it from Mr. Coltza. Is going to lead the field back to green here. These restarts have been a doozy lately, so you heard Jacob, he ain't pushing for nothing. So he's just going to do what he can to keep that car underneath him and keep her in the front there. If you want to see what it looks like in Jacob's view, here you go. in that number 20 Avalon Toyota. As Jacob keeps her to the outside, Jaden Sanchez looking on the inside here. We got Skylar Sixton, P3. Jaden will take that lap away from Jacob Carter. Sixton there in the Twitch looking vehicle. Oh, I just noticed his number there. On the door, it's pushed up more by the wheels like the next gen. Oh, Sixton. What a save. That's pretty classy though. I can dig that. Yep, the Marley Motorsports machine there. Maneuvering around here. Oh, Marley. It's the wall. Hey, come back here mid-pack. Got Brandon Moore, Randy Koken. Good run by Randy there. P6. Oh boy, I probably just jinxed it. Oh man, there they go. Yep. Those boys. Oh, look at that cluster howling back there. Oh, I was going to say that ought to be yellow. Unfortunately, two coming together there, the 9 and Randy. I hate it. Every time I say something about Randy, this always goes down the way, you know. But that's right, Randy. You do have a quick fix. You are good there. Go ahead and take a look here. You know, there's a little side by side here with the 19 and the 9. Just very tight. Doesn't look too bad there coming off a 3. Just, I don't know. I'll have to go to a hood view here. Better view here. Right on board with Randy. As you see there, the 9. Alright, that's a good save by Randy, so don't look too bad. Just upset for the people behind him. Let's see what happened here. You see here, they're going into turns 3 and 4. Randy's trying to keep the car off the wall. Little coming together. That's alright, damage not bad. Alright, just a little crinkle on the hood there. But, you know, that does happen there, so. Oh, we got pit takers. Oh, I missed it. I always miss it. Somewhat. No, here they come. John Held beats off 21. The Haynes. See the pit crews working extra hard tonight. Let's see if we can talk to Jaden real quick. Jaden.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Try not to stack the field up. Uh, I see you made it to the front. You and Jacob there were duking it out for a little bit. I guess you have a little bit more oomph behind that car. How's that number 2 Chevy feel tonight?
It's okay. Definitely not as fast as my teammates. They just been battling with stuff, but I'm trying to keep, my two Chevrolet, up front, just doing what I can.
Yeah,
Um,
I see
yeah,
that. You got Carter behind you. Carter is the defending champion here. Are you going to do everything you can to try to beat Mr. Carter tonight, or?
yeah. I mean, if I can't win, then I'm sure try to get top five. I mean, I've never really been in this position that, before with a fast car and just haven't had any issues. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have a really good shot at it.
Hi there, Chief. I'm going to go ahead and get you back down there. Good luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
There. Oh, Jaden. Gonna try to defend Mr. Carter there. He does have his teammate behind him there, Zach. So Sanchez, Carter, Wimbish, Rungitz, Myers, Moore, Alton, Schaefer, Koch, and Sixton. All right, I'm not gonna talk about Randy no more. Maybe the last 5 laps, maybe. You see, and Jaden takes off. Great start by Jaden. I'd say do it without spinning the tires there. But here comes Jacob Carter with a run. Jacob Carter got himself positioned between the 2 teammates there. As Carter gets a great run on that outside, but probably had to crack the throttle. We come back here to mid-pack here with Ernest King. Oh, I doesn't know where the camera wants to go here. Apparently back over here with Brandon Moore and the 12 of Wimbish, Cherwan, aka Cherry Coke, in the south. The 23 there with a great save. Randy almost found himself in a pickle again. We don't want to see that happen again. Skylar Sixton behind the 23. These cars do feel like they're on dirt because they do get tail slappy here. You see Selner got a little right rear damage there, but that ain't gonna affect him not one bit. He should be alright. But that 57 machine there, Marley, very consistent, very good, patient, and oh yeah, don't do that. You wouldn't want to do that here. Do anything, make it. Yeah, there you go. Make sure you get the room coming. There you go. Oh, that's the wall. Ooh, Nelly. You see Selner P10 making up that ground that he lost early on. Josh Small here in the 7 Wawa vehicle, by the way, which I do really miss Wawa. Best coffee and the good pretzels. You can never go wrong with a little Wawa. You got, excuse me, Joe Stipe there, Ernest King, attempting to advance his position there to get by Joe, and he does. Now Ernie's looking to run down Josh Small in that 24 machine. Philip Bridgman 2 laps down. Well, that's very unfortunate. That's alright. As Ernest gets a run from Heck off of turns 3 and 4 to run down Josh. as they stay single file here for a little bit. Side by side, the 7 and the 26 of John Alton and Josh Smalls here. Good little side by side, but they got a bunch of hungry critters behind them there and pushing for everything. And now Josh is going to jump up to the outside to let Ernie go. He says, "All right, Ernie, you're a bit faster than me. I'll give you everything that I can." And there it is, Joshua Small and the 16 in the wall. And there goes Josh. Unfortunately, nowhere for him to go on this slick, rough track. So as we come back here with Josh. You see in the wall, him in the 26. As he holds the brake, very good. Good driving by Josh. I applaud you, sir. Not too many people know how to do that. But fortunately, you're very tight. We'll go ahead and ride back on board with Josh. He did everything he can to stay out of the way. And as you see here, he's cranking that wheel. He done everything he could to lock her down and keep her in the wall, but you can only hang on to that wall so much, and that is, unfortunately, that is what it does. Oh, look at that race off pit road. Golly. Randy in the lead here. Let's see if we can talk to Randy real quick. Hello, sir.
What's up, buddy?
Now listen, I ain't gonna jinx you again now that I see you in the front. I was talking good about you making ground, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, now there he goes again. But anywho, now that you're up front and you see the back tail of that pace car there, how's that Chevy feel?
It's pretty tight, to be honest with you. I just kind of didn't want to pit because I was just in that accident, got a fast repair, so I didn't want to burn the tires up. But, yeah, Brandon squeezed me a little bit off that turn, but all good.
Oh yeah, and like I said, little apologies go elsewhere, but not too many people know those two things. I'm sorry, but anyway, looks pretty clean here. You still got the Goodyears painted on them tires, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. Looks like you got a pretty fast 19 Navy Chevy. I think
Yeah,
you'd
she's
be
going
alright.
pretty fast. I'm just looking for a good finish, that's all.
Hey, you deserve it, and you need it.
Yeah,
for
I'm sure
once,
these guys with fresh tires are going to catch me pretty quick, but
that's
yeah,
right. They'll learn the patience key. Yeah, right. All right, bud. It was nice hearing from you. I'm going to go ahead and get you back down there.
all right, buddy. You have a good evening. Thank you.
Yep. Who's in second? Randy. Oof. Boy, that sun just got bright, didn't it? Can't tell if the pace lights are still on. No, they're going. Okay, that's what I thought. Anywho, we get line back up here. The 19, the 88, the 57, the 12, the 1, the 13, the 20, the 24, the 7, the 21 is your top 10. Remember that 17 is a 21. Keep that in mind. So Koken, Rongich, Sigston, Wimbish, Myers, Stipe, King, Carter, Small, Haynes. As they go through the ally turn there. Oh, Philip Bridgman now just needs one more caution and he'll be back on the lead lap. Pace car pulls off. Randy will lead the field to green. Please don't spin your tires. There you go. Green flag is out. Good start by Randy, but Zachary keeping him in his sights. That's what he was talking about when it came to new tires versus old tires, and that's kind of what it is, but don't know their patience here. 63 of 115 complete. These boys are ticking these laps down. Oh, Joe, watch that apron bowl. In 2 laps, we'll go to the crank it up and see here. By Jacob Carter down there. Great run. Joe had a lift, so he did not clock the wall. Good driving, Joe. I applaud you, sir. Brandon Moore side by side with Joe. James Selner looking to creep up in the top 10 there. If he can get by Stipe. 21 of Haynes. You see Selner there. Creeping up on that 13, sniffing for that top 10. That's that. Jacob Carter, P6. Alright, we will go to our crank it up section of the night here. Enjoy. Turn up them TVs and enjoy. Alright. I saw there was a little contact made by the 19 and the 13. But it was Brandon Moore in the 9. Pacing around here in P7. Your points leader, as we call it. But Josh Small, ladies and gentlemen, P10. Selner and King slowly closing into the back of that 9. Little by little. Brandon, that's the camera he ran over. But I get nervous when they call off for that turns 3 and 4. See there, great view of the crowd up there. You just see how steep that is going into the turns there. Brandon Moore closing into the back end of Skylar Sixton. See Brandon Moore applying the pressure to Sixton. Those two are fellow competitors. They know each other really well. They really haven't been around too much each other here on the iRacing platform. Marley makes it when he can, and that's that. So a great battle going on here for P6. But Selner and his eyes are saying, go ahead, you two, keep fighting. You are just pulling me closer. As you see here, they got straightened out. So they're going to continue to let each other go and not screw each other here. That's for sure. .23 there, Schaefer having a good night. I got the 21 and the 1. Let's go up high to our aerial cover. So you got the 1 and the 21. That's the 21, ladies and gentlemen. I know it says 17, but that's the 21 car. So when we were doing the crank it up section of the race, saw that blimp, and this is what that blimp was doing here, helping us out with the aerial coverage. So Rongich got a almost 4-second lead over P2. As we see here, 88 of Mr. Rongich there. Them fresh tires got him to where he needs to be. Looks like Randy went a lap down. So now Randy and Phillip are going to be battling it out for that lap down candidate. John Hell just pit. So I think we're going to start seeing green flag pits. That's for sure, but Zachary coming in on some traffic here. It's going to be a big factor to see what he can do and what he can't. How he chooses to be wisely. You see Brandon LaHillier just pulling over to let him go. A fine candid of a driver there. Brandon knows he's 4 laps out. He got nothing to race. 42 looking to go a lap down. Rongich looking to put the 23 a lap down. And there he goes. That's for sure. Could Jacob, or should Jacob pit earlier to get the advantage on Rongich? You see Sixton still in the pits. Randy just went back in the pits. Now we have Alton making his pit stop. Oh, looks like Randy ain't got a front. '89 coming to 90 of 115. We see Wimbish coming in to make his pit stop. Philip Bridgman. .25 to go. See Sounder saying, all right, buddy, go ahead. You can go on by. You're a lap down. I'm not going to race you like that. So. Oh. Brandon Moore. Tyler Myers. Making their pit stops. LaHillier. I want to know how long the 88's going to stay out for. Oh, 23's in the wall. Good job by the 23 to keep her out of the way. James Sellner now enter the pits. Joshua Small, Joe Stipe, all now pitting. Carver is now making his pits. Oh man, a 21. Got a little silly there. Oh, wrong itch. They all pitted. Carter, 21, 2, 24. See your leader, the 23 there. Oof. I think Jaden got in the speeding penalty, I do believe. Tyler Myers there. Does the 88 have what it takes to run down the 23? Unfortunately, the 88 is getting caught in traffic here. And that is that. I mean, he is closing in on the 23 really quick. Now the other question is, do we see a caution come out with that 10 to go to spice things up here? Oh, see there the 23 is pitting. So now that will hand the lead back over to Rongich. Does Jacob Carter have enough to run down Zachary? Not sure if he does, but we'll have to wait and see. 15.5-second pit stop for safer there. As we see here, Zach's hitting traffic, which is getting Jacob Carter to close in tremendously here. But now Carter is caught in all the traffic. Carter does have Rongich in his sights. Can Jacob use this car to pick off? Oh, that's gonna shoot the shit out. Well, I mean, excuse me. That's gonna cause some friction there a little bit. Between Jacob and the 23. Jacob gets by the 23 there. Unfortunately, it had eaten up enough time to hold him back from running down Rongich. You see Allen there. Got him slowly get out the way. Cause no friction. 12 to go. Does Jacob have what it takes to get up there and get to the back end of Mr. Rongich? Does Mr. Rongich hit a lot more traffic to slow him down for Jacob Carter to gain on him? Yes, he's sitting at that almost 2 seconds behind mark. And just as we say, there it is. Ten to go. Rongich, Carter, Moore, Wimbish, Myers, Haynes, Sixton, Selner, Held, and King. Your top 10. Oh, we see here Zach is coming up on some traffic, but boy, he keeps beating that wall down. That ain't gonna do him no good. Yes, he. I do believe this will be a first-time winner if Rongich can hold it in his sights. That's for sure. Yes. But Rongich is coming in on more lap down traffic. I could possibly play a key here. That is probably going to slow him down a lot. Six to go. Up to 10th place is all a lap down. Four to go. At 88 set sail, and he is gone. Jacob caught in traffic back there, as you see. Three laps to go. If I'm Carter, I'll just be satisfied with a P2. Yeah. Two laps to go here in the BNR Xfinity Series, the Dover 115. As Zachary comes into turns 3 and 4 to come and take the white flag. Final lap. Rongich, Carter, Moore, Haynes, Wimbish, Myers, Sixton, Selner, King, and Stipe. John Held, good run by him tonight there. And the 88 crosses the line, P1. Victory for Zachary Rongich, then Jacob Carter. Your race winner there. So you got Rongich, Carter, Moore, Haynes, Wimbish, Myers, Sixton, Selner, King, Stipe, Held, Smalls, Outen, Bridgman, Carver, Schaefer, Randy, and Jaden. Hopefully he doesn't move. Oh my God. That's right. Don't worry about it. So Let's see. Put Brandon Moore in there. Jacob Carter. Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Well, good run. Bruh. The fuck's going on with my camera? Oh, that's right. Don't matter. You seem to. Oh, that's a nice camera view of the whole track. What the hell was that at? Anyway, you tend to hold off Jacob there towards the end.
Sure.
It was coming close. Lap traffic played a big role in that between you two.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, Hugh managed to maneuver around a little bit better than he did. Anyway, it seemed like that car was somewhat on rails tonight. Early start there, a little put in the wall action. Why don't you explain to everybody who was watching how your race went and the overall performance of the race?
Oh, it was a rocky start, rocky half. I was got all the way down to 19th, I believe, because of the just the damage I had from getting into the wall there with Brandon, and I was trying not to use a quick fix, and then got in the wall again, and so I used it and was just patient, working my way up, and yeah, once I got up there and took the lead, I just was wanted to disappear. And then going into the green flag pit stop there, the last one, I was setting my what I wanted to do with the pit stop, and I'm going like 2 miles an hour slower. So he gained a couple seconds off of doing that. So I was just trying to keep that gap.
Oh, yeah. So, how did you think Miles the Munster did tonight? Do you think it swallowed up enough cars or not really?
I think it did a good job. I think it did. There's quite a few, but it was still overall a good race to end there. Everybody cleaned it up. My heart was racing the last 10 laps, just trying to run it clean, but and get around lap cars and hoping there's not a caution. So,
Oh, yeah. Miles did his job then.
oh yeah,
Kept his mouth a little hungry tonight with a few cars. Next week, y'all are at Kansas. Before
yep.
y'all hit the final race of the season in 2 weeks. And then starts your guys' playoff bound. What's going to be your strategy going into Kansas?
Well, it's about the same for every week. Just prepare and try to get a setup down that's comfortable but fast. So you don't have to push it, and just a lot of practice. That's really about it.
Right on, right on. Yes, it is going to be a wild one. Oh wait, sorry, Kentucky, not Kansas. So let's back that. Let's
Okay.
let's back that up a bit. My apologies. So what would and you know Kentucky pretty well from when we went there, way down yonder. So it's Kentucky. You know how rough that place can be.
Yeah, I like that track. I think I won there in the trucks this season. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a good grip, but it also is, it's different cars. They handle differently, so just got to figure it out. Put a lot of practice in.
Oh yeah, right on. Like I said, y'all go to Kentucky. You answered that pretty sweet. We're moving this pretty quick. Always a good thing. What else do I want to ask? Oh, how was it getting onto the pit road?
Well, wasn't too bad there, but during practice, it took me probably 10 tries to figure it out.
Well,
But
that's the thing. When you get the 10 tries in, you tend to get it jotted down in race time. So,
right,
yeah.
it's very important to practice it, even at every track. But this track's alone is pretty crazy.
Because you go from 160 to a freaking instant 35, and it doesn't clock you at the first line. It'll clock you at the second line. The first line is just your commitment, but when you hit that second line, your rear end better be down to 35. That's the other thing. People think that that first line counts it. No, the first line counts when you're committed. So you have to that second line to hit 35. We caught a few people locking them up going in there. Don't know if they actually whatchamacallit. But anyway, say good run. Any shout outs or anything you want to give?
RKR and all them
Oh my god.
good teammates. Oh, what? RKR and they're all good teammates. And
They are.
shout out to you for putting this on. No, Will.
No, Will is a little bit not feeling too well. So
Gotcha.
I try not to bother him when he don't feel good like what he does to me. We tend to not bother each other. We check in, but I'm
Right.
sure he'll be here for Saturday. You guys take on Atlanta Super Speedway
Oh boy.
on Saturday. Oh yeah, you know how well that works. I mean, I sure as hell know how that works. Um, but yeah, well, good job. Your first win in the Xfinity, I do see here. Yeah, you're the first one. Yeah. But y'all got to run down Jacob. And this was a good defeat this week.
Yep.
So keep up your momentum and keep pushing and keep going out there doing what you do. Try to stay, out of the trouble through those grapevines with these. The last two races are going to be what really matters. Kentucky and then unfortunately Talladega. So good run, kind sir. Good job on the win. So that's always a good thing to see here. A
Sure,
cadet
thank
snags his first win. Yes, sir. Good job, bub.
Thank you.
Who finished second? Oh, Carter did. Sir,
Hey,
you kind of let me down again.
kind of let you down again, huh?
I'm like, well, he gained on him. I'm like, oh god, there's the lap traffic. Oh my god.
Yep.
That's what played it.
Yep.
And that's what Zachary was worried about. He goes, well, I know Jacob faster on that run there, but lap traffic played a key to separate you and him by half a second to a whole second length worth. Anyway, Mr. Carter, you still have the most wins in the Xfinity, so that's always good. So you ain't never even got nothing to worry about there.
Right.
A rookie won, so that's always a good thing. Not a repeat winner, so that's going to help you protect somewhat going into playoff bound. But anyway, sir, unfortunately, a second short of a victory again to make it number 5. But why don't you tell us all how that car was and the overall performance of tonight's race?
Well, the car ran great. We would get, like you said, what got him on the end of it was the lap traffic. It played a real good key with him. So, lap traffic wasn't on my side tonight, and it was on his side. So every time he get by someone, it'd take me about 2 or 3 more seconds to get by them than he did. So, congratulations to him. And honestly, I'm not, like I told them, I'm not really in here to win anything, because what's the point? Because honestly,
Kyle Larson.
so
Oh,
yeah, my bad. You can't say that. That's
well,
rude.
I mean, you can stack up as many wins as he did last year, but
I mean,
but sometimes you can stack up all them wins and get knocked out quick. So just depends on the tracks, and I know a couple of the tracks coming up you're very good at, so I know that from last
oof.
year. Yeah, so you did good on them last year, but yeah. Why don't you give the overall? How do you think Miles the Monster did tonight?
Yeah, it actually didn't do too bad. I forgot to put in my uh brake bias right, so we was kind of tight, and the car was hitting that bump on turn 3 going into 3. It kept on hitting, and it wouldn't turn after that, and it kept on shooting up the track. So we got that under control after about 2 or 3 laps of it doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this BNR Haviland and Chevron Super was pretty fast enough. Just couldn't get it up there to run with Zach, because Zach was when Zach came out of the pit road, I was like, yes, we're there, we're right there with him. And then, like you said, it was lap traffic from there. So maybe I could have saved more tires at the end and kind of ran him down towards the end of it. But at that point, it was like 20 laps to go. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. But hey, you know, second place points are better than last place, so that helps you inch up a little bit more. Next week is Kentucky. I don't know if you driven around that track. Uh, so that is next week. What's going to be your mindset going into Kentucky, Mr. Colta?
Same as tonight. Just running my best and see where we can get, and try not to win. Try to give some of these, like Jaden and all these others, a chance to win. And I wasn't trying to win today, but since Zach was right there, I was like, well, he's already got to win. Let's try to run him down and see if we can take it
Sir,
from him. But
no, that's a new winner. That's Zach's first
it,
Xfinity win. Yes.
oh, okay. So
Yeah.
he's good at
Yeah.
trucks. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
Yes.
Well,
Zach. That's Zach's first Xfinity win. So it did go to somebody new. So that's always a good thing.
okay, yeah,
But
I'll take that
to
back then.
yeah, but to those who are fighting for the playoffs, they are hoping that a repeat winner wins. You know how well that works. Just like in the real world, those who are fighting for that last spot hope a repeat winner wins and nobody new wins. But we see how well that's been going this year. But we will not talk about that. So you answered
Yes.
that. Why don't you go ahead and give your love and all that other stuff.
Shout
You may.
out for
Hmm.
shout out to you for letting me put a new brand on my car. It actually didn't look too bad. Everybody had a little kick about my Patrick Star on the back of my bumper. So I
Oh,
was
I
like,
made
hey, I like it.
sure I had to get a close up of it. I was trying to find a camera because I was talking about
Uh,
it. So
that said something when he was behind me, and then everybody was like, "Oh my God, that's great." So I guess Patrick will be one of my new interns to ride on my car with me, since everybody loves it so much. So
oh yeah,
um,
switch it up. Put
thank you.
Patrick and SpongeBob back there. There you go.
You're right. Um, appreciate you letting me put the sponsor on my car, and
Oh yeah,
appreciate Haviland and Marty and Chevron for letting me come in out here and run and
and your
looking
wife.
up, and my wife. Lord help
Hmm.
me. Um.
Oh
Anyways,
yeah,
uh, just appreciate them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and I wouldn't have a decent setup. So
that's right.
we'll come out here next week, and we'll try to do our best then.
Put in victory lane. Got it.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Great run again. You know, as always, as I tell you, you're Mr. Consistent here. So that's always a good thing. Good job. Good points tonight for you. Unfortunately, like I said, a second short from victory lane. So it did go to someone new. So that's always a good thing. As you said, you're not here to win. You're here just to run and rank up as many points and stuff as possible. But if a win ends up going in your way, then unfortunately you'll just take it. But so.
Yep, and I just passed Nick Rader for fourth, so
Oh, there you
that's
go.
good.
I'm not going to talk
That's
about
good.
that, but anyway. I'm going to get you back down there with the other group so y'all can do
I
what you got to do. All right, sir. Great job tonight.
appreciate you.
Yep, yep. Well, Mr. Moore, this is about the 10th week in a row that I'm talking to you.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Dover. It's a whole different beast to maintain here on the simulator here of the wonderful platform of iRacing that we all
It sure
enjoy.
is.
Um, anyway, why don't you tell these folks how that number 9 Chevy Camaro was doing tonight and the overall performance of the race?
Uh, car felt pretty good, especially on the short run. I had a lot of short run speed. Middle run was okay. Long run, I think everybody was fighting tight in the longer runs once you put some laps on them.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Performance of the race, everybody did a pretty good job. Once we was able to get the restarts down, everything kind of smoothed out. So it was a good race.
Oh, yeah. I agree. It really didn't look like restarts were too much of an iffy. Maybe once or twice from what I saw. Um, but otherwise, it was the side by side. A little misjudgment. It's difficult, unfortunately, at a mile track like this. Very tight
Well,
off the turns and going
it
in.
is, it is, because I mean, once you get inside somebody, unless you get a really good arc into the corner,
Mm-hmm.
you car really wants to slip up to the wall and it tightens up off the wall, so you have
Oh
to
yeah.
make sure that you're leaving a lane for that other car to be in, or it's not going to be pretty.
I agree with you, sir. Overall, how did you think Miles the Munster did tonight with the chewing up of the carnage and stuff like that?
Oh, he did a fabulous job. He did a really good job on the tires too, like he always does. He likes them tires as his main course. Yeah, that's his main entree there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. By the way, this is a great track to go to. Been there 6 times my whole life. I love it. It's you see
I think
everything.
I'd
It
like to
doesn't
go
matter.
once in
Doesn't
a
matter
while.
where you sit. You can
Yeah,
see
sometime
everything.
I'd like to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, next week, um, Kentucky. I almost said Kansas again. Kentucky. Um, what's going to be your overall mindset going into Kentucky next Thursday?
Focus on getting off of 3 and 4. That's going to be the focus.
Yeah, especially Kentucky. I do believe you
It's
guys
not a
pilot.
matter of fact of, making sure you don't wreck on the corner. Just a matter of fact of hitting it right to,
Uh huh.
to make sure you get the drive off. Because if you don't have the drive
Oh yeah.
off, you're going to lose so much time down the front.
Oh yeah, I agree. I do believe you guys pilot Kentucky in the trucks already. I do believe, so you do have a little bit of a familiar with the way that the car is probably going to handle. But yet again, the trucks and
Yeah,
Xfinity cars
it's going
are
to
two
feel good in
different.
1 and 2, and it's going to be tight in 3 and 4. That's
Mm-hmm.
the prediction.
Oh yeah, and then Saturday y'all are at Atlanta. As everybody says, they're hoping it's the old Atlanta, but unfortunately, no, it's not.
And it's Atlanta Dega.
Yes, Atlanta Dega. What's going to be your mind going into that Saturday?
Keep it up front, keep out of the carnage in the back.
That's right. So, Miles the Munster Part 2, that track will probably swallow up pretty good. Anywho, you've answered everything I've had to tell you. Why don't you go ahead and give your shouts and your love and what for people to expect next week or Saturday or whatever else.
Yep, just want to thank everybody that came out and watched tonight. Thank all the drivers who put on a good show for them. Thank you to Mr. Brian here for always putting on a good show. He always does a fantastic job on the booth. And we're just going to take the P3 finish on in the next week.
Yes, sir. Um, I enjoy seeing you out there as always. Even at the races, we went to a race this year together, and last year we were there. So it's always good to see familiar faces behind the headset here. So
Oh yeah.
I'm just not gonna go to Bristol again. We ain't gonna do that
Yes, you are. You're coming. You're coming
unless
again.
I'm sitting all the way down on the whatchamacallit. The trolley
You
rides were fun.
bring you one of them little scooters to put around on. We'll slap a 19 on the side of it.
There you go. I'll see if I can run into Martin and get him to
The
sign
the
it.
little Truex that could mobile.
That's right. As it puts up the hill. But I tell you what, though those hills are a bit deadly for a little bit of us hefty guys that, you
Yeah,
know,
they're not even fun for people my size.
that's right. But a good track to go to, Bristol it is. I had a lot of fun. I like
Yep, I'll be
Bristol.
going down there for the night race for sure.
Yeah,
So
I'll probably.
unfortunately, I'll be missing one race
That's all right.
this season.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to get back to Bristol again. I enjoyed there. Try to Martinsville, but we'll see. But anyway, sir, you know, as always, we see you here every week, Mr. Consistency P3, P2. Uh, good job, good points night. You keep hanging on to that points lead. They're all coming for you, but you just ain't giving
It's
up
hard to
too
make up
easy.
points. It's hard to make up points when you're finishing
Uh,
P3 and P2. It don't matter if you're knocking off the W's or not.
exactly. But when you lock in the regular season championship, that's what everybody fights for. But you got
Yeah, but
that
it'll
pretty
come down
much.
to one race. You know, once it
Yes, it will.
on the
Mm,
finals. Yeah, it's gonna come
yeah.
down to one race. You're probably gonna have to win it
Uh
unless your other competitors have some
huh.
tough luck.
Which is what you hope for, but we won't say that just yet until Talladega. But
Yep.
which is in 2 weeks. So that's that. Good run tonight, as always. Awesome talking to you.
Yep.
Good job putting the show on out there, getting those drivers maintained calm and all that, getting them settled down to get that nice little somewhat average stint towards the end. So green
Yep.
flag pit stops and stuff like that. So that's always a good thing to see. Unfortunately, everybody said the first half was a little rough. Miles swallowed up a few of them, so that's that. So good job, sir, and we look forward to seeing you Saturday.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Brian.
No problem. That will do it for tonight's shindig from Dover. Like to give a huge shout out to TrackCams22.com for the awesome work that an individual has built for the experience, for the broadcasting point of view, and to bring you guys the most authentic cameras as possible, as you would see on TV. And as always, I'm Brian. We'll be back live here again on Saturday for the BNR Cup Series at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sorry, Atlanta Super Speedway. For myself and to Will, I didn't have Will here today, but for myself to Will, we'd like to wish you guys a good night and looking forward to seeing you guys Saturday night. We will be back in 2 weeks on Friday with the SRU. They are taking their little break here, so from myself to Will from the BNR family, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Give a follow, give a like, help us out.